Hey, I'm back this week with another vlog, so let's talk about the benefits of being short and the disadvantages of being tall in Japan. So one thing that lots of people who are taller will notice when they come to Japan is that lots of things really aren't built for you. Of course, there's lots of places it's fine, like in a hotel or something, but oftentimes in apartments, the doors, the height of the doors is a little bit short, so like sometimes you end up bumping your head. The lights seem to be a little bit too low, so sometimes those can hit you in the head, or you put your hand up and that'll hit you. And even other things like bathtubs. I have a bathtub in my apartment now, and I can't even really use it because it's too small. And even other things like a futon you buy, sometimes those are a bit too short. And so it's just really kind of a troublesome thing. So if you are tall and you're thinking about coming to Japan, keep that in mind. Also, in many stores, they may not have your size. It depends. That's also height-wise and, width-wise, so you have to be kind of careful with that. But that's not to say everything's bad. Of course, maybe you can reach the top shelf, so I guess that's useful for some things. But in general, I don't know if being tall is really a great advantage like it is in perhaps some other countries. Now, you could say, like, especially if you're a man, oh, it's nice, lots of women like taller guys. And that's true, but it's not always true. There's actually lots of women in Japan who like shorter guys. So I thought I'd talk about this survey I saw. This is actually an older survey, but I think it is still kind of useful. So let's look over here. Let me put on my glasses so I can actually read this. Let me make it smaller for you if I can. Okay, so I'm back here on What Japan Thinks. I really like this site. It has lots of interesting surveys and things. And so they talk about this, and this is basically a survey of, 1,000 people. 57% were women, etc. You can read the statistics yourself. Here's a picture of a small woman with a large man, and I'll ask you, do you think this is a woman who's like 4 feet tall and like a slightly above average size man? Or do you think this is like a 5'5" woman with like a 7 foot tall guy? I still can't decide myself. I don't know which one is big and which one's small, but I just thought it was interesting. Or maybe someplace in between. I don't know. Anyways, let's go here. I need to click it, don't I? I'm going. Okay, so they ask women, what do you find attractive about short men? Number 1, not intimidating. Okay. Number 2, no problems walking hand in hand with them. I never really thought about this, but I guess that is kind of true. If someone's too short, you can't really walk hand in hand easily. Cute to look at. They always look so busy doing everything. Okay. They look young. They appeal to my mothering instincts. Charming. I don't know. I can't understand why somebody shorter or taller is charming. I think, isn't that kind of independent of your height? But what do I know? As we both have about the same field of vision, I don't need to strain my neck. That's a good point. They walk about the same speed as me. That's another good point. So I always get annoyed at my wife and my son because they walk too slow. So I guess if you're shorter, you don't have that problem. So that is good. I can let them spoil themselves with me. I don't really understand what that means. We can sit anywhere in the cinema without me worrying about their head blocking someone's view. Okay. I didn't realize that was such a big problem, but okay. Lots of favorable impression gaps. I don't know what this means. I'll have to look at the Japanese sometime. Maybe I'll do that later. If you really want to know, ask me and I'll look at it, the actual Japanese survey, and see what that means. We can share clothes. They hate to lose. Is that really related to someone's height? I thought it's just kind of a personality trait, but what do I know? Good posture. I thought that's also unrelated to your height, but I don't know. Maybe tall people do have bad posture. I'm not super tall, but I do have bad posture. But then they also ask, what do you find attractive about short women? Their naturally upturned eyes, I guess so. They have those kind of goo-goo eyes, like that or whatever. They look like little animals. Is that a good thing? I don't know. Them struggling to reach something on a high shelf. I guess that could be attractive. As their stride is short, them scurrying around. Don't really see the attractive point about that, but who knows. Feels good where our arms end up when we hug. Okay. Little hands. Okay. When they can't reach the handles on the train and has to hold onto my arm instead. Okay, I think that's good. When in a crowd, they have to hop around, stand on tiptoes to be seen. Okay. When they wear men's clothing that are a few sizes too big. They suit childish clothes. I think that's not so good. When they look miffed when the subject turns to shortness. When they sulk after being mistaken for a schoolgirl. When they get angry on petting their heads. I don't know about the English translation for that. I guess when they get angry when someone pets their head. When they wear high heels and try to appear as tall as possible. Feels good when I give her a piggyback ride. Okay, fair enough. I guess there's lots of men that like giving women piggyback rides, so that's something to look forward to if you're a short woman. But I thought this was just kind of an interesting one, and it is one of those things that I have noticed. It seems like more couples in Japan are closer to even in height. You don't see like a man being like 5 or 6 inches taller than women so often. Usually they're maybe close to the same height. Although women do wear heels, so maybe I can't say this, but I don't see those, dramatic height differences like I've seen in America. So if you're not so tall, maybe Japan is a good place. There's lots of women that like you. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, give me a like, subscribe, and until next time, see you.